Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today's video is to introduce you to this brand new fabulous foil designer acetate. I don't know how well you can see on the video, but it is got a gold design on one side and a silver on the other. I know, dilemma. Just like designer series paper, which side am I going to use? So today's card is going to show you how you can show off both sides. So I'm going to bring in my personal trimmer. This measures 5 1/4 inches by 8. So I'm going to score it at the 4-inch. And with the acetate, you need to really work back and forth with your score line because it is thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and score on both sides just so that I get a nice crisp fold. I also need to burnish that with my bone folder. But the thing is, when I go to do this, it is showing both the gold and the silver through. So can you see that I've got the gold and the silver? And I am going to build a card with it. Now we know with the acetate it shows through if we put adhesives. So what I have 2 pieces of Island Indigo. These measures 3 by 4, and I've got 2 pieces of the Very Vanilla. They measure 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I am going to first take a gold foil. I've used this from the Flourishing Phrases Thinlits, and I'm going to just add a little bit of adhesive on there. This thinlet has pretty good spacing so that I don't have to worry about my press and seal. So I'm just going to add that to that piece, set that aside, and then I've got the silver, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now when you're using the framelits or the thinlits on your foil, I suggest that you cut on the back side, then you won't have that indent to it. Oh, and I see I brought a vanilla one over, but you'll get the idea. On this card that I did gold and silver. So we'll just improvise with what we've got. I'm going to take the gold side, and this one, like I said, should be the silver. And I'm going to take the verse. Again, these verses are from that Flourishing Phrases, and I'm going to stamp, God wanted to brighten up the world. And so the other words that go with that is, so he made you. Isn't that beautiful? Going to go ahead and close that glue up. Always important to keep your glue closed with that needle so that it doesn't dry out. And again, I used the silver foil, and I'll show you on my finished card, but I'm going to take that vanilla, the 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to add it to my to my Island Indigo cardstock, and the same way with this one. Now I want this piece to be on the front of my card, and again I wanted the silver to be out front, so I'm just going to fold that card back over. Remember, I scored it both ways so that it won't make any difference. And the acetate is very strong. So I've got that. I'm going to go ahead and add my fast fuse. And I'm going to put my background paper there. I'm not going to glue it down yet, but I'm going to just use it as a guide so that I can see where I want this to go. So I want it to go right about there. So I put my adhesive down, and now what I'm going to do, I want to glue this onto the inside. So I'm going to add my fast fuse, and I'm going to line it up like so with what I had adhered to the front, And I'm going to close that card down. And now I'm going to add the adhesive to the back. Again, right on top of that layering, so that my adhesive is not going to show. But I can use that Designer Series acetate for my card. So just going to put that up like so. Press it down good, and there you have. So you're going to see the silver side and the gold. Let me bring in my original, because there I have the silver foil, the silver on this side, which is the back side of that acetate, but then the gold on the inside. So there you have it, a fun card using the fabulous Foil Designer Series acetate. Now, if you don't want to see the adhesive here, you could cut another 3x4 Island Indigo for the inside and hide that adhesive. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon.